My brothers and sisters, if you thought things in this world were complicated enough, this next story will make you rethink all over again. There is nothing as complicated as the relationship between Russia, Ukraine, and the West. It's a very, very complicated relationship. Most of you guys must have known this by now. Russia has invaded Ukraine, and there is a conflict going on in Ukraine. Russia sells energy to Europe because Europe needs this energy to operate their factories and also heat their homes. So Europe pays billions to Russia for energy. And do you know who get a cut from all those billions? Guess. Ukraine. It's a very, very complicated relationship, my brothers and sisters. Ukraine get a cut from the billions that Europe pays Russia for Russia energy, because some of the pipelines that supplies this energy to Europe passes through Ukrainian soil. So they give a cut to Ukraine for using their soil to transport the energy to Europe. You can see how complicated this whole thing is. I think I mentioned in my previous video how Europe has sanctioned Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. But Europe still pays Russia billions upon billions upon billions. Europe said that the purpose of the sanction was to make sure that Russia is unable to fund its war against Ukraine. So how can you say that you are trying to stop the war in Ukraine by destroying Russia's economy and making them unable to fund the war in Ukraine by buying their oil and pumping billions into their economy? And how can Ukraine, be in conflict with Russia and saying that Europe should stop buying Russian energy, whereby you get a cut from whatever billions Europe pay to Russia, because the energy passes through your territories? My brothers and sisters, like I said before, this is a very, very complicated relationship. But please, before we continue with this discussion, watch this video.
It might surprise a lot of people that Russia's invasion of Ukraine prompted the United States to put a ban on imports of Russian oil and gas. So it was interesting to see a new Washington Post piece headlined, "Ukraine's pipelines are still carrying Russian gas to Europe." It's about Ukraine's state-owned gas company, Naftogaz. It reads, quote, this is the article, "Even as Russia rains missiles onto Ukraine, it's still sending approximately 30% of the gas it sells in Europe through the country it has invaded. And although Ukraine's leaders have called for the continent to immediately halt imports of Russian gas, they are doing nothing to interfere with the gas flowing through pipelines at a rate of 40 billion cubic meters a year to customers including Germany, Austria, Italy, Slovakia, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. The Washington Post also reports both Russia and Ukraine profit by keeping the gas flowing, Russia by selling the gas at high prices, and Ukraine by collecting transit fees.
Europe sanctioned Russia for invading Ukraine. But yet still, Europe buys Russian energy worth billions upon billions. And Ukraine get a cut from the billions that Europe pays Russia for its energy. This is like a never-ending circle. It just goes round and round and round. Sometimes, right, I do think that Europe is like that your friend Becky, who says that she is punishing Susan for being a very, very bad girl. Then you found out that Becky is body with Susan. That is Europe for you. They preach about making sure that Putin doesn't have enough money to fund his war in Ukraine. But yet still, they cannot go without energy. So they need to pay Russia, aka Putin, billions for energy. That is how it works. And the thing that pains me the most is that the African countries cannot trade with Russia. We are facing a lot of fertilizer and wheat shortages because of this sanction put on Russia by Europe. Europe, before putting the sanction, has made sure that whatever they sanction Russia cannot greatly affect their economy. I don't know if they thought about that for Africa too. In this world, my brothers and sisters, they are just but equal partners. They are just but equal countries. Countries are just equal, but they sanction Russia. They didn't sanction Russian oil and gas. They made sure that whatever they were sanctioning had no significant impact on their economy. But what about us? Did they even give a tiny little bit of thought about us? About how the sanctions they are putting in place will affect us, the Africans? So you can see Europe hypocrisy unfolding. Yeah, you can see it. We support Ukraine. We stand for Ukraine. But we fund Russia by buying their oil and gas. We are all for human rights and freedom and democracy, but we don't want refugees from Africa because we do not have enough space to accommodate them. But we are champion of human rights and freedom and democracy. So you can clearly see Europe hypocrisy. So my brothers and sisters, what do you think about this love triangle between Russia, Europe, and Ukraine? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. And one more thing, Please kindly support us with $1 or more through our Patreon or PayPal account. Find all related links and information on this channel description section. We shall really appreciate anything that you donate to us. And you shall have a special place in our heart. So thank you very much for watching. And see you in the next one.